What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. And today we got something pretty fun. So right now I'm about to do this like 30-minute workout slash warm-up, because we're actually going out to Paradise Coast, which is a park that I have. It's about 25 minutes from the house. And our local Naples VELO is organizing a TT there now. It's like a 5-mile TT. We'll talk about the course a little bit later, but now I just got to get this 30-minute workout done. And today was supposed to be a 45-minute workout because I'm on taper week. We're 2 weeks away from state champs, but because I'm going over to do this TT, another little effort, I knocked it down from 45 minutes to 30, and then I'm just going to use it as a warm-up as well. And yeah, just wait for Felicia to get home. We'll bring the dogs, take them for a walk while we're over there as well. And yeah, it should be a pretty fun night. Let's see how it goes. I have only done one TT my entire life, and that was at Swamp Classic in the beginning of the year, which I actually won. And I obviously don't have a TT bike, so I'm gonna be doing it on the Trek, trusty Trek right there. So yeah, guys, let me get this workout done, warm up workout, and I'll see you guys once we're on the road. All right, guys, we're here. I'll put the course on the screen so you guys can see it. So it's a 2.5 mile lap. So, and it's 2 laps of that, so it's about just a little bit over 5 miles. I think the fastest time from last week, I see that's like closed there. Yeah. The fastest time from last week was like a 12.5. Oh yeah, because it goes to the parking lot there. It was like a 12.5. So, but it was done on a TT bike. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to beat that or get close to that or whatever. But we got the stinkers right here. And I'm gonna take them for a walk. It was I barely even made it in because all the spots were closed. They were able to get me in, so I'm the last one to go out at like 6:20, 6:25. It's 5:50, so I still got plenty of time before I go out. So we're gonna take the boys for a walk. Felicia got the camera. She's gonna take some pictures. I don't think you need the green thing though. She's gonna be taking some pictures, and yeah, hopefully we'll have a nice TT, and we'll see if we can take the dub. We'll see. It's gonna be fun regardless. This is a really nice place. Oh, I see like people parked there. There's the people with like bike racks, so I'll go park next to them. But yeah, I'm gonna get situated, go get the number, all that good stuff, and catch you guys in a bit. Oh, that's Ivan.
Oh.
Come on. Oh man, running back right now. Just got the number pin. Had to chase the guy around. Barely even made it. I mean, haven't made it to the start yet. I guess this is my warm-up. But yeah, let me get the bike number. Let me get out there because I'm already late. It's 2 laps, right?
2 laps. All out, boys. Fucking taste blood. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send it.
All right, you guys heard the instructions. They're loud and clear from Justin. 2 laps, full gas. Until you taste blood, you don't stop. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I did a great job of that. And by that, I don't mean that I didn't go full gas, because I definitely did. I actually think I paced the effort pretty well, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But here on the left, top left corner, you'll see the map. Bottom, you'll see RPMs and power, and then on the other side, on the right, we'll see temperature at the top, speed, and heart rate at the bottom. And I'm just gonna play this footage right here because it wasn't a long effort. It was just around. It was actually 12 minutes. I'm just gonna play the entire TT, and we'll kind of go over it because there's a few things that I want to talk about. And the reason why I say that I didn't do a good job of going, like Justin said, as hard as you can. It's not coming out. Until you taste blood, you don't stop. And the reason why I think is it is important that you know, not only because nowadays with power meters, you know what you can do for 10 minutes. And that's kind of how I came into this. And I didn't take into account a lot of things like when you're on the aero position. This is obviously I'm on a road bike, I'm on my Trek Madone. But when you're doing an interval out on the road, you're not worried about being aero. All you worry about is just pushing the power. So you know what you can do. And that gets all hindered when you get into the aero position to try and push the power. Is a little bit different. Another thing right here, you see the first corner. I did a way better job the second time around on the second lap. But the other thing I didn't take into account was how technical the course was. And this was my first time doing this TT. So they're doing this every Tuesday for 4 rounds. And there is an overall. And the way it works is best out of 4, or best out of 3, sorry. So they'll take your best 3 efforts if you completed 3 of them. Because I missed the first one, it's okay because I can just do the other 3 and I'll qualify that way. So the other thing that I didn't take into account is how technical the course was, and you're about to see in this back part of the lap. There's a couple of roundabouts, and especially at the end, well, you can see it at the top if you look at the map. We'll go through the first roundabout here in a second. I mean, we're going pretty good, 28 miles an hour. Another thing I didn't take into account when pacing this effort was which way the wind was. I mean, I barely made it to the start, to be honest, guys. So I didn't have much time to look into all these little details. But they always say that when you're on a TT, and I mean, I don't have a lot of experience. Like I said, this is my second ever TT, and they say when you're doing a TT, you pick a target power and then you go, let's say 10% below that when you're on a tailwind, because you're going to be going pretty fast. So you'll see right here, this is the roundabout, which you don't pedal for a while, and then you kind of soft pedal for a little bit, and your speed is down to like 20 miles an hour. So the course is pretty technical, which makes it a lot more fun than if it was just like an out and back straight line TT. So they say that when you're on a tailwind, you kind of go 10% below the target. Because you're going to be going so fast, you're not going to be losing or gaining that much time. But then when you're on the headwind, that's where you want to go above your target for 10% or 10 watts or whatever you want to call it. And honestly, I did not worry about any of that. I came out here just to have fun. I had already done an anaerobic session before this. Just before this, and honestly, although it was only 30 minutes, I feel like those short sessions are harder than like an hour workout because they cramp so many efforts into just 30 minutes that the recoveries are so short. And I mean, any anaerobic effort that you do will sap the legs. They're pretty depleting, to say the least. So I feel like that definitely didn't help during this TT. But I mean, I was on target. I was trying to. So what I was trying to average for this TT was around 335, and I know I can for sure do 335 for 12 minutes, no problem. But like I said, I didn't take into account, like, look how technical this is. Look right here, we'll make this right. Like, I'm already not pedaling. Then right here, you don't pedal either. Then you make this U-turn, and then you kind of get back on the power, and now it's like a straight line. Not a straight line, but just a straight shot back to the start where we make another U-turn. And there's a lot that I didn't take into account. The fact that, oh yeah, I can do 335 no problem for 12 minutes, but I didn't take into account how technical the course was, and that being on the aero position definitely hinders the power. And you can see when I'm on the straight here, I was pretty much holding, and I think here I was on a headwind, so I was pushing a little bit harder. But I was still staying around that 335, 330, 340 target that I wanted to be in. And I'm still on the first lap. And I think one of the biggest points that I want to make is if you want to be good at this kind of stuff, at this kind of efforts, because it's so different when you think because you go out for a workout where you do, let's say, over-unders, or you do 4 by 10 minutes or 4 by 12 minutes here. I'm on the illegal. I'm gonna cut this part out because that was an illegal puppy pause. But that was just for a second there. It's probably trying to take a break. So I'm still right on target. My power is right where I want it to be. So like I was saying, just because you go out and you do, let's say 4 by 12 minutes or 5 by 12 minutes or whatever amount of intervals or over unders, and then you hold 330 watts or 325 watts for your efforts, it doesn't mean that you're gonna come out here and be able to do that, because doing that on the, so this is already where I started, this is the turnaround, so I'm starting lap 2 right now. So just because you are just because you're on the trying to stay aero, because obviously the most important thing on a TTE, because it's by time, it doesn't matter how much power you do, it's how fast you go with the power that you do. Even though if it's 20 watts under what you wanted to do, but you stay aero, that's gonna make you go even faster. And right here, I don't know if you guys will see in a little bit, but Justin was actually next to me. He was following me. He was on an e-bike, and he was taking some pictures and things like that. I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see. But like I said, I'm my looking at the power, I was right on target. I was actually above target where I wanted to be. So I think the pacing that I did was actually pretty good. I could have done better. I mean, right here I'm going almost 30 miles an hour. I could have done better if I would have known where the headwind was and the tailwind, and that's just things that when you want to get more technical and really competitive. I was honestly out here just to have fun. And as I was saying before, if you could do a 4x10 or whatever, but on a workout you don't go full gas. And the hard part is not going full gas, because anybody could go full gas. The problem is having the knowledge and knowing your body. I did a little bit better there, I think, than the first lap. Is having the knowledge of what you can actually hold for 12 minutes, because you could go full gas and then you blow up at minute 7 or minute 8, minute 9, even minute 10, and in those last 2 minutes you're going to lose a lot more power than if you would have held back a little bit more. And I think I paced it pretty well, because one of the key things that other people have told me is, once you get to the end, if you can get out of the saddle and sprint, then you didn't pace it well enough. You still have more in the tank that you could have used throughout the effort. And you'll see here at the end, I'm already got like about half a lap to go, and you'll see here at the end that I'm actually at the end I try to go full gas and I could barely go above 400 watts. So I knew I paced it pretty well. When I wasn't looking at the watts at that time, but I could tell my legs were just burning, and by then I knew I paced it pretty well. I didn't really have much more to give, and yeah, I barely held about 380, 390, just over 400 for like a little bit. I didn't have much more to give. And one of the reasons also is because I know I'm coming into this pretty fatigued. I'm not fresh. Not only because I did the anaerobic efforts before this, is the fact that in the last, I would say like in the last month and a half, I raced about 4 or 5 times. I did 6 gap, which I'm still working on those videos. It just takes a lot of time, but they'll be up on the channel soon. I raced about 4 or 5 times and I did 6 gap, and honestly 6 gap was very hard. It's been about a week and a half since then, and I can still feel it in the legs. I can tell, and that's what's good when you know your body. Yeah, I could just tell that my legs are still not back to where I would like them to be, and that's for the fact that I'm in Florida. I live in the flats. I don't have climbs. Like, I had muscles sore from 6 gap that I didn't even know I had in my legs. It was incredible. It was 103 miles and 12,000 feet of climbing. It was yeah, it was incredible. It was a lot of fun. So right here we're coming into the right-hander U-turn type of thing right here, which is, it's technical. The course is very technical, and that's something I didn't take into account. But like I said, my target power for this was about 335, 340, and honestly, I don't feel like it was a long shot. If you look in all the straights, I'm pretty much on target. It's just like right here, you'll see like you just have to stop pedaling and look for how many seconds you're just sitting at 0 watts. So obviously I didn't take into account the actual, and then you can see right here I didn't go super hard out of the corner, but I'm down to like 20 miles an hour. So but on the straights I was right on target, right where I wanted to be, about 330, 335, 340. You'll see Justin's wheel right here on the left. But yeah, guys, this was a super fun effort. I'm definitely going back out again next Tuesday. Not only because it was just fun. I'm actually first on the overall for on the road bike category, and yeah, I'm gonna go back, see if I can finish this up, the last two, and get that jersey. And I actually ended up taking the overall this day. There was about 15 to 20 riders, and I took the overall on a road bike, even against guys that were on full-on road bikes. I think the guy in second, Andre, he was about, I think, 8 seconds from me. I can't exactly remember, but this is what I was saying, guys. Look, I'm just barely being able to do like 400 watts, to go down to 350, 400, and yeah, I know that I'm just giving it everything, and that I paced it pretty well. And my heart rate is another sign that I know I'm not fresh. My max heart rate, and this is from a few months ago. This is not something from a year or two ago. It's about 194, 195. So I was still 10 beats off of that. In a full gas effort, I should have been able to get a little bit closer to that, and that's just fatigue, but that is okay. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the commentary, and I'll be back out here again next Tuesday, and there will be a video on the channel from that guy. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and all the